As a 2-year-old in California, Dry Summer seemed headed for a career on turf. But in January, local conditioner Joel Marr got some good news from co-owner Sam Britt.
Well, I keep in touch with Sam. I train horses for him, all the time. So every time he'd get in, he'd call me and say, watch my horse out there. And he was really excited about him. So I watched a lot of his races out there. And as time went on, he ran a few bad races, didn't like the surface where he was, and they decided to make a change, and the hopes were to be in the Sunland Derby.
Britt and Michael House became partners on Dry Summer in some good old-fashioned horse trading.
The way that happened was Sam bought this horse. Jeff Mullins bought it for him in the training sale, and Mr. House had a horse that they had bought for him, and they got together somehow and said, well, I want to buy half your horse. And I said, well, if we do that, I need half of your horse. So anyway, now they're partners on both horses.
For his part, Dry Summer has won both local starts. His most recent was the Mind That Bird Derby, which featured a very lethargic pace.
Last time was such a weird race with the fractions. I couldn't believe that that's what happened, and so there was no pace to run at, and there was, they were all just kind of there, and the running started, and they all had plenty of left to go, so it was just the horse that was actually had a more turn of foot there on the end, and that was him.
And Dry Summer goes on to win the Mind That Bird Derby pretty well.
What I really like about the horse, he's very intelligent. He doesn't waste any energy. He sleeps a lot in the stall. He's happy. He eats well. He's healthy. He trains well. The thing I don't like is he's not a good workhorse. And you go out and work him and you think, what's going on? He didn't really wake up today. He just kind of went around there. And that's the way he's been every time, even in California. He's just not a big workhorse. And so hopefully we've got him ready to go the 1 1/8, and that's just the way he is.
And Marr is hoping that another top performance Sunday will give his stable something different. Entree to the national 3-year-old picture.
It's not something in my program that we go out and buy horses to go to the Kentucky Derby. We run in New Mexico, and we've had many, really good New Mexico breds and running all the stakes. But it's not something we tell ourselves we're going to go do because, we're not in that position really. And so this is definitely the best shot I've ever had. And sure, it's exciting, and we'll see what happens.